Welcome back to Ms. World Traveler. Last segment, we introduced you to the work of E.W. Grove by way of the Grove Arcade. Well, he is also responsible for another very interesting structure whose style is one with the environment. Wealthy inventor E.W. Grove had a vision for an extravagant hotel on Sunset Mountain and asked his son-in-law to head up the project and have it completed in 1 year, even though he had never done anything like it. Working nonstop to be ready, the Grove Park Inn opened to great fanfare on July 12, 1913, 3 days shy of 1 year. A cozy, inviting fire welcomes you into the lobby with an abundance of places to relax, while the dining terrace entices you to sit outside and enjoy incredible views. And of course, if it's shopping you're looking for, the Gallery of the Mountains is chock full of handmade treasures. From the mountains to the river, the view can change dramatically. What do you do with historical industrial buildings whose businesses have folded or moved on? Left abandoned, they become derelict and a blight on the area. So Asheville's answer to this issue was the River Arts District, which for over 30 years has been an immersive experience to watch artists at work and purchase directly from the artists themselves. Located along the French Broad River, the RAD is home to hundreds of artists working right on site in a variety of mediums. So we'll introduce you to several, starting with the co-op Odyssey Gallery of Ceramic Arts. All right, so we're here with Anna, and we're in the juried artist part of the gallery for Odyssey Ceramics, right?
Yes.
Okay, so this is a little bit different than what we have in the back. So tell me about this front space.
The front space was established about 10 years ago. It was a warehouse, and we working artists in the back decided that having a showcase for our work would be ideal. Because it was a warehouse, Brian, the owner of the building, was rethinking how to utilize his space and actually approached us and asked us if we would like to run a co-op gallery. We leapt at the idea. So we decided on a gallery of 25 artists, and we gathered 25 artists from our rental community.
Okay.
And started our co-op gallery. And we are just a group of 25 local clay artists, now not just including gallery studio renters, but including artists from the local area.
Well, it's a nice wide selection.
Yes.
But how did you get into clay?
I was an art teacher for more than 30 years. And when I retired, I thought I would go into printmaking or oil painting, which were
some other creative.
Yes. And I was looking through the arts district and found this studio. And I thought, well, I'll try clay out for size for a year and see how it goes. And
was it the wheel or building, hand building? Okay.
I'm a sculptor. And one of the joys of being in this gallery is that we provide such a variety of clay art.
Yes.
So we have wheel thrown, we have hand built, and we have sculpted forms. And so as a sculptor, I was happy to be in the company of people doing different things with clay.
Yes.
And so we've continued to maintain our group of 25 from a more local pool. And it's just an amazing community to be part of. So after a year, after my trial year, it was a no-brainer. I decided to stay working in clay because of the studio.
Right.
Because it was such a community of people who I loved working with and being with.
Well, and you've mentioned that the back area out back here is rented studios, and then they have a little space to display some of their own pieces. So they might not be an artist that is shown in here, but they can still have a rented space.
That's right.
In the back and show their work there.
Right. So visitors can visit our gallery and then go into the back. And because all the bookkeeping and the desk work and the square for sales happens in the front, the renters now have the benefit of being able to sell their work as well, which is new to the operation of the gallery. They weren't able to do that before.
Well, and I also love that you were talking about that you can share the equipment, because not everybody has the full setup for the kiln and all of that. So it's nice to be able to have a space you can go. You can just rent the space, rent the equipment, and then go home to your nice clean house.
That's exactly right? So. Some artists in the back have home studios and only show here, but most of the artists are working here. So as a former teacher, I didn't have to buy any equipment. Everything is provided, slab rollers and wedging tables and everything. And the only thing that's in addition is the kilns. And if you go in the back, you'll see we have 5 brand new stud kilns in absolutely perfect condition. So it is the ideal place to work as an artist. Yeah, it's been great.
Once we had the lay of the land from Anna, we wandered around the maze of rented studios until we stumbled upon Vivian Saich at her wheel.
So right now I'm trimming the excess clay off the sides of this pot, and I'm also going to create a foot on it. So it'll have a nice elegant foot, and I'll trim around the bottom here so that less of the pot is touching a nice table. And eventually what I'll do, once this part is done and the thickness is removed from here, I'll cut and carve. I pierce it with an X-Acto blade. I'll alter the edges, and I'll create a leafy bulb.
So it's like negative space. You're kind of working with the negative space.
Yeah, I love working. I love this attractive form of sculpture, and I'll remove material, and then I like to play with the naked porcelain being matte on the outside with the shiny celadon glaze on the inside. And I'm making a larger one, and unfortunately I don't have a lot to show you. Here's another scheme of colors that I use on the inside. This is
a green and blue combination.
Yeah, it's the same thing, except I add a little purple and it turns blue inside the kiln. And this is also an orchid pot or a luminary, so you could put candles in it, or you could put an orchid in it, because orchids like their roots to have light.
Oh, do they?
Yeah.
Okay.
And so I'm also making my Havana Nights mugs. My family is originally from Cuba, and I'm very inspired by the colors and the feeling of the Caribbean.
The combination of the colors is really quite beautiful.
Thank you.
Yes.
So that's what I'm playing with right now. These are larger orchid pots that are glazed and ready to fire a second time, so they're going to turn out like these.
It just hasn't had its firing, so it's not shiny and colorful yet.
But it's on there.
It's ready.
Yep. And it's
going to be transformed here shortly.
Yep. That's right. So I have a bunch of other things that I've made back here that I have to trim the bottom of, and then I'll probably carve them up to vases, and so some decorative, some functional.
We have been to a number of pottery studios, but Odyssey in general was particularly impressive with its cleanliness, great light, and wide open spaces, effectively giving artists inspiration simply from their surroundings. We're on a roll in Asheville's River Arts District, so we'll stay here next segment and learn more about the studio glass artistry in North Carolina. See you then.